Hey everyone, and welcome to FTB Inferno. So it seems that we are trapped here in the Nether with nothing but our wits and single-minded determination to make it out. We're stranded in a desolate, nearly impenetrable prison. What lies beneath may be our only escape, and yet is far worse than what has already come to pass. This is Inferno. Yeah, so we are in Minecraft version 1.18, this pack has just came out. I'm willing to bet it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. And to be perfectly honest, I really don't know what to expect late game from this thing. One thing is for sure though, I think this is going to be very challenging. So as you can probably tell, we're on the roof of the Nether here. We got this soul campfire which gives us some regeneration while we're here, that's going to be nice early game. I think the next step is to make a flint and steel, and we have to make the occultism spirit fire. Aha! So the goal here is to get back to the overworld, but things are not going to be quite as simple as they first may seem. That's never the case, right? So I'm going to try to explain things as we go here. It's going to be very overwhelming, I'm sure. At least it was for me. I've been playing around with this pack for the last few hours. Oh, this is not a great spawn at all. Yeah, we have to get down there. We need to look for some soul sand so that we can progress. Oh, we got a bastion right off the bat. This is actually good, we just have to be careful about early game. We're going to pick up some of this gold as well. Oh, you know what we forgot to do here is set a home. The devs have told me it is intentional, but we only get one home. If we want to teleport anywhere else, we have to find some other means of teleportation, and it does have a cooldown on it. We do get some repair kits from the quest book here. Okay, we managed to find ourselves a way down. Oh, and look at the view we got here, especially with the shaders on, which are on by default, although I think you can turn them off if you wish. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot we have these guys to contend with. I don't think I want to fight you right now. Yeah, nope. Yeah, the mobs here are going to give us some trouble, especially in the early game, and there's a lot of bosses we have to encounter. Oh, speaking of mobs, is this Inferno mob? Do we want to find out? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah, welcome to Inferno, I guess. Alright, we got our things back. I managed to get out of there just barely. We're in the safety of the campfire again, we are regeneration. Once we returned to full HP, I headed back to the surface of the Nether. I picked up some gold, some gravel, some quartz, and did a little bit of exploring around our spawn area just to see what we could find and also get our bearings. Alright, so a bit of a shaky start, but we did get soul sand. And that means we can start growing some trees with the warped fungus we made. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a very slow start for us. There is a lot of gated progression. The quest book, from what I can tell, seems very well put together. There's a lot of hidden quests, this isn't all there is to it. We do get a choice of a little starter base. I don't know which one we should go for. I'm thinking maybe the lava grotto. These capsules that we have are going to crop up quite a few times in the pack. But it's basically just a way to instantly generate structures that are predetermined by the pack authors. We'll put it like here. We get a little spawn island. It even gives us the crimson version of the wood. And in fact, we get some grass here as well, which means we can get seeds from this, I believe. We should, if we do this enough times. I think we are going to immediately upgrade to the crafting station, which should make it a bit easier for early game crafting. So my goal for this episode is to get our first mine colony up and running. Mine colonies is a huge part of this pack. We do have some classics like applied energistics, but drives are disabled, which I was a bit skeptical of in the beginning, but actually I think that's going to make it really fun. There's some interesting combinations of mods which are in here. There's definitely a lot of magic here we can play with. But yeah, in the beginning here we're pretty much just going to be following the quest book. We got our cutting board. I believe the correct tool is a knife. We actually need more mushrooms here. Luckily they do spawn on the surface. Oh, and that is one of the custom dungeons that we have in this pack. Not going anywhere near that right now. No more deaths. We'll see how long that lasts though. Oh, we're out of food as well. We have to get food and tools sorted is the main thing really. Cooked mushrooms I think is going to be the cheapest solution for us in the early game. Or smoked mushrooms I guess they are. Not the best, but they're better than nothing. The mushrooms though we have to cut down, and this will give us straw. Yeah, straw. The straw we can craft into string, and with the string we can craft a fishing rod. And since we have this little lava lake here, we can actually fish in here. There is a custom loot table, I believe it's on one of these quest pages. Yeah, we can get various treasures. What did we get this time? We got copper. This is one of the main progression gates for us. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different stuff. Fish, redstone, we can get plant materials. Blaze rods we can get this way as well. So one of the things I want to get set up really early on here is a propel pearl. This is a flora you can find in the Nether. So I did pick some up. We get the canes, which we have to craft with crimson roots. We actually don't have too many of these. But this will give us the stems, which we can, I think, just plant on netherrack. Although, if you get too close to these things, they will absolutely one-shot you. I don't know why we don't get the quest, though. It says we have to observe one. Maybe it just has to be fully grown. I'm not sure. So in order for us to harvest the fruit that these things will give, we do actually need some iron, which starts by making gold. So obviously there's no iron ore veins here, right? Well, this is where the fact that we have a bastion here is going to help us out in the early game. I can hear them. There he is. Hey, how's it going? Here, have this. I don't think he saw it. Hey. Oh, we got the quest. Okay. And you know what? The quest is actually all we need. We're not going to mess with those guys down there. Too risky. Oh, and check this out. We can actually climb walls. We got a nice little spider leg trinket here from the chest. So we still actually need to use the piglins to get the iron. However, if we smelt up some bone meal, I guess we'll use sticks. The bone meal should give us vile dust. Vile dust we can toss into spirit fire. This gives us sand. Let's actually just keep the bone meal production going. We can cook the sand again for glass. Oh, and we get some more stuff from quest rewards. We should remember about these. I'm awful with quest rewards. You guys are going to remind me. Aha, and it even gives us a wooden hopper, which I suppose we can use for the composters here. Anyways, now that we got our glass, we can actually craft a window. And what we want to make is a summoning altar. We're actually going to summon our own piglins here. And that means we should be able to avoid having to go down to the bastion every time we want to trade with them. We are missing 4 rose quartz shards. I'm hoping if we go far enough here, we're going to stumble across one. We need some soul torches, which we got from a quest, or spirit torches. And a piece of gold in the middle, we got our summoning altar. Wait a second. No! Oh, what is this? This is so unfair. Yeah, okay, it expired. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. I've never seen that before, okay. Yeah, this pack is no joke, and there's explosions everywhere. Well, that's going to keep us on our toes, right? Alright, we're going to summon him. I don't know where exactly it's going to place him. This might end up going wrong, I'm not going to lie. I do have gold boots on, but we want to try and lure him in here so that we can trade with him. I think it's vile dust. There we go. Okay, let's take off the boots so that he chases us. I want him in this space right here. Oh, there he is. There he is. Did we get him? We didn't get him. Oh no. Okay, we put the boots on. Oh, there's a bee that spawned. Yeah, you want some gold? He doesn't want the gold. Take off the boots, he's gonna follow us. Nope. Oh no, he's still after us. What? Okay, we got our iron. This is what we wanted. I really have to regen here. Wait, maybe we can use the fire. Yeah, we get regen here. Dang it. We got him. Oh my goodness, it worked. Nice, we got ourselves a piglin. And the quest book gives us a name tag, which should stop this guy from despawning. And this guy is going to give us all the iron he has. And some other stuff as well. Anyways, now that we got the iron, we can craft a pair of shears and harvest these propel pearls. Say that 3 times fast. Well, now that we got ourselves a piglin, it may also not be a bad idea to get ourselves 2 hoglins as well. That is a bad idea. It definitely is a bad idea to do that. Hey. Oh, you know what it is? It's because we've got warped fungus. I placed it there intentionally because they're afraid of warped fungus. They will actively avoid it. And we can actually use that to our advantage if we're able to get them inside here. There we go. And we should give him a friend as well. Oh, not like that. Okay, I don't think there's any chance we're gonna get him inside safely. We should be able to get another spawn egg from the piglin. Oh, first time. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna need some of these guys' drops later on. And we can also use the 2 name tags that the quest book gave us. These guys are technically not passive mobs, so they probably will despawn on their own. Yeah, let's put that down so that he's afraid. That way we can put down our other one. And name him. This spider trinket is great and all, but it means we get stuck on the staircases. Anyways, our next goal here is to get a Tinker's Smeltery. We're going to need the Smeltery in order to smelt some alloys, and those will unlock the next stages of progression for us. Oh no. This is so dangerous, this place. Well, that's one way to get down. Yeah, you might see some of this soul sand around, scattered around in small pockets. This is actually infested soul sand. We don't want to touch that stuff. We are looking for the slightly bigger pockets. We need soul sand, gravel, and more of those propel pearls. Not these guys though. These are very annoying, all over the place as well. Alright, so we're back with some soul sand and gravel. The propel pearls we have to throw into the spirit fire again. This will give us the magma cream. And so the nether version of grout from Tinker's Construct is soul sand, gravel, and magma cream. Let's get a few more furnaces placed down here. Don't know if we have the fuel to smelt all of this, but once we smelt this we should get scorched bricks, or scorched stone, something like that. Let's make some more charcoal, I think. Yeah, we get scorched bricks from this. We probably need a few more of these propel pearls. I'm very, very glad to have this set up early on. Traversing the nether with this seed especially isn't actually so easy. We ended up with a lot of lava pools down there. So I'm finding that actually wood is an issue for us because we didn't spawn in a crimson or nylium forest, so it's not very abundant around us. We should maybe try to look at a way to automate this early on. Anyways, now that we got our scorched brick, we can turn this into seared brick. So we have to assemble the melter first before we can get access to the smeltery. Just so we can plan ahead, I'm going to start to make some buckets from nether grout. These are the ones that we have to cook, and they are one-time use. However, we can use these actually to fill the fuel tanks, and this is what we're going to use as our heat source. This should be able to power the melter and this Tinker's Smeltery. Yeah, and these things keep their inventory when we break them. Alright, and there is our seared melter. We really only need this for one reason. We need our casting table. Questbook gives us the faucets. And we want to basically just move straight onto the smeltery. And to do that, we need some copper, which we actually got from fishing earlier on. We have 6, I think we need 4. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's the casting basin we need, not the casting table. So we can cast out the copper onto a seared brick, and this gives us the smeltery controller. Yeah, and we almost have a smeltery. The last thing we need here is a drain. We actually don't need this melter here anymore. For the drain though, we're missing 2 more ingots of copper. I guess we'll put the other tank on here. That should last us for a decent while. I don't know how much we have to rely on this thing early game, to be honest. Did I really use that fishing rod up already? I guess we make another one, regardless. I think I might just stand here a while because there's some other things like lapis and redstone which we will need for later on. Alright, so this is actually all starting to come together here. You can see the smeltery quest and the iron quest converge. I have already smelted up some of the iron pellets that we got from the hoglin, or the piglin I mean. Questbook gave us one of these signal timers, which I think just acts like a clock, and it will give a redstone signal to the faucets, which will pour it out. We don't really want iron bars though. I think we'll need a mold for this. So we want to melt some extra gold and copper. Gold and copper together should give us rose gold, and the extra gold we can use for the mold. Do we have any extra seared brick? Yeah, this should work if we cast gold over this. I don't know why it doesn't show the pouring animation. I don't know. That might be something to do with the shader interaction. More explosions. I think what we can hear there is mobs running into those propel pearls, or however you pronounce that stuff. As yeah, it will one-shot you and it instantly explode. So yeah, I think the first rose gold we need to make the next piece of equipment, the mixing cauldron. Nice. So what did we need the mixing cauldron for then? We get a tank of lava, not bad. I guess it's to make this dark gem. Now that we have access to iron though, we can actually make a bucket, a regular bucket. We can use this to move the lava around. We do actually need lava as part of this mixing cauldron. I also did make the Tinker's basic tables. I don't know what you call these things. Oh, look at the textures. Oh man, this is so awesome. I don't know how well it shows through on video, but it looks great. Everything just looks great here. So yeah, the next thing we need to make is a dark gem. We of course have some nether quartz. We did get some redstone from fishing, and 3 pieces of charcoal should give us the dark gem. Very good. And our quest, we get 2 more and 2 ender pearls. Oh, and this actually unlocks the time in a bottle. I feel like it would be a good idea to get this very early on. I don't know if we picked up any lapis though. No, we didn't. More fishing. Oh, look who we fished up. Is he gonna let me fish? Probably not. Still no lapis though. I've been stood here for like 5 minutes. We do also need to grab just a little bit more gold. And after picking up some lapis, we can get our time in a bottle. This is going to prove very, very handy. It allows us to speed up various machines and tile entities, assuming we have enough stored time inside the bottle. Okay, so at this point, we're basically approaching a bit of a turning point in the pack. The next 3 quests is going to unlock our mine colony. So step number 1 is to melt some magma cream in the smeltery, craft up some flint tool rods, and we should be able to pour the magma over the tool rods. Yeah, we need 2 of these things. Using the dark gem we crafted, we can make the build tool. And we also need something called a town hall. This is a very long read here, but I'm going to try to condense it as much as I can. We get some fake bedrock, which we can use for building, I guess. We get a sword, we get a magnum torch, and we get our town hall capsule. It's very important that we place this supply camp first. There we go. This basically just gives us a bunch of free resources, which I'm not going to complain at, but it is a required step in order for the colony to function properly. The next step, arguably more important, is to place the town hall, and this is going to be more or less the middle of our colony. At least we're going to treat it as such. So what I want basically is to have a main walkway which lines up with the center of the gateway here. I'm thinking some sort of a 5 wide path, and then a gap, and then we put the buildings after this point. The capsule should give us a preview of the tier 1 town hall. It's going to look something like this. We can rotate with left click, although I think it's the exact same on all sides for this building. Let me figure out the best placement for this thing. We definitely do not want to misplace this because it's very hard to remove afterwards. Okay, I think we want it right here. We are in between chunks, but I don't think that really matters in this case. Alright, so what we want to do now is replace the deep slate with the town hall block. And we want to use the build tool so that we can match it up. So what this is going to do is basically match up the town hall structure over the top of the capsule that we've already built. Normally in the Mine Colonies mod you have to build this yourself, or get your citizens to build it for you, but we have the capsules here which will basically just insta-build the tier 1 buildings. So it looks like this is all lined up here. We want to just place this in place. There we go. We did get our achievement. We want to create a new colony. Yeah, so the word is out about a newfound colony. Soon the first settlers will join your colony. So we should see the first citizens show up here any second. Oh, there he is. She, actually, it's Kaylee A. Bartolot.
What is it now?
And with the creation of our colony, we have also unlocked a lot of quest lines here. But I do want to continue to develop the colony. And in fact, we've had our next few colonists show up here. We got Julian. We got Legend, who apparently has fire resistance. And I think that's Kaylee over there still. Oh, and there's one more. Della. Very cool skin you're rocking there.
I'm listening.
Alright, so to get anywhere with this mod, we do need a builder. The builder is how we build all of the buildings inside the colony. And we can facilitate that with the builder's hut. Oh, and we should also place our magnum torch, because mobs can spawn on anything other than bedrock. The builder's hut will also give us another capsule, and a free builder's hut actually. So again, we want to make sure we are careful in our placement here. I want to make sure that we leave space for pathways and walkways between each of the buildings, and I also want to line them up as well. Something that might help us out here is actually just breaking bedrock. We can do that very, very easily with the build tool. And this way we can mark out all of the paths. So I want a 5 wide walkway along the main intersections. There is a quest here which tells us that the colonists will prefer walking on certain blocks. And so we definitely want to implement that, similar to the screenshot here. And in fact, later on we can have them even ride minecarts around here. So right from the beginning, we want to make sure we leave enough space for this. Somehow I've managed to pull up this preview. I don't know how I've done this, to be honest. This is what the fully built town hall is going to look like. I'm already imagining this whole place filled with just buildings like this. We're going to have a whole city come alive here. It's going to be awesome, but we have to start with our basic shacks. Okay, things are flashing all over the place, but I think we got the previews lined up. I think this is where we want it. Yeah, right here, we got our builders. Similar to the town hall, we also have to place it with the build tool. That did place it in line, right? Yeah, we're good, we're good. So with every building that we place, we also have to make sure that we actually build the building to finalize it within the colony. A builder should be automatically assigned. It looks like we're giving Kaylee for the builder role. I'm fine with that. Yeah, so now we've put out a build request. Kaylee is going to come and finalize this building for us. And now that we have Kaylee as a builder, we can actually move on to produce some other things like a warehouse. There's houses, which we need to house our villagers. We got guard towers to protect against enemies. The university, which I believe has the full tech tree inside. This is how we unlock different tech for our builders. And then there's also a whole quest page on automation. We can get things like the enchanter's tower, and these guys can actually enchant books for us. There is things like the smeltery. There is a miner, I think, a forester who can cut down trees. So much cool automation. Like, it's such a different way of doing things. It's so refreshing. I'm really, really looking forward to checking this out. And of course, we also have the challenge of integrating that with all the other mods that we have in here. We also have Ars Nouveau. I think we're going to get pretty deep into this mod. There is Productive Bees, which we saw in All the Mod 7. We also have things like Blood Magic, Nature's Aura, Immersive Engineering. And if we want to get really crazy, Avaricia. Oh yeah. There is absolutely extreme crafting in this, and things are kinda crazy at the end game. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Sword of the Cosmos. Yeah, we don't look at any of this scary stuff right now. We're gonna have fun with some colonies here. Yeah, this seems to be a decent place for the second builder. We can have it back onto the first. We're left with this tiny little gap on the outside here, or on the inside I guess, on the main path, but I'm sure we can fill the space with something later down the line. The main thing is that we stick to the grid system that we've got going. Actually, we're one block off right here. It should be like this. Oh no, the capsule is one block off. Oh no, wait, I think I have to rebuild this manually. Yeah, this is the problem with this system. Yeah, if we get rid of this preview here, it's not in the right place. And we only get one capsule as well, so yeah, I'm gonna move it. Can we actually call that a calculated move? Because I used the mine colony to rebuild, and from what I understand, they do actually gain some XP levels. Oh, it looks like we've had Megan and Jensen also join us here. Julian is complaining apparently there's no guard towers. Remind me later. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, you can see here they all have their own XP bar and their own unique skill set. And they're sleeping right now as well. They apparently don't do anything during the night. But yeah, I did go back down to the surface and gather a few more resources, mainly gold. I converted quite a bit of it into iron, and I want to tackle our wood problem. And for that, we can use a bonsai pot. However, we do need rich soil. And to get rich soil, we need compost, which means we have to use these compost barrels. It looks like they're still working here. Should be able to use time in a bottle. Yeah. And we also have to get some bark by cutting down some logs. However, I noticed the quest book gave us this automatic wood stripper. Again, another capsule, which is really awesome. Oh, it even has wood on it. Oh, that is super cool. What is burning though? More explosions? Oh, it must be the torches burning out, that's what it is. The compost we can turn into regular dirt, and the dirt, straw and bone meal can turn it into organic compost. The thing is, we have to leave this a while because it needs to turn from organic compost into rich soil. We can just do that by placing some mushrooms over top. We can actually also use the dirt from the compost to start growing the seeds. I'll have to gather some more of that between episodes, but just to finish us off today, since we have an abundance of iron, I think we're going to make 2 iron pickaxes, a shovel, an axe, and I believe a sword. Is there any way for us to get a book? We do have leather, we've traded that from the piglins. Can we get paper in any way? Sawdust? Obviously we don't have sugarcane. Oh, we can use tree bark as well. Yeah, I think we're going to get into some very, very basic Ars Nouveau. And it all begins with the Novice Spellbook. I think it's going to be quite a while before we can get our second one, because we need to trade from villagers, and like, how do we get villagers here? I don't know. We can make our very first spell actually, just a projectile and break from the tier 1. And this is going to be a very cheap way just to destroy blocks. It should save some durability on pickaxes and whatnot. You know what, we can also make a second spell here, projectile and harm. And we should have a ranged attack now. Probably not very powerful, but definitely better than nothing. Yeah, 5 damage, 5 hearts. That's actually not too bad, considering how cheap it is. So yeah, I want to just finish the episode out by gathering some cobalt. We can use this for some tool materials, although I don't exactly know what all of our options are at this point. Oh, we got ourselves a ghast. Can we reach him? He's regenerating really fast. I don't know if we can get him. We got him. We got him. What did he drop? Oh, we got a scimitar. I'll take that, I guess. Although our sword from the quest book was actually better. Anyways, I'm going to continue to gather some cobalt here in preparation for next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. Already this pack is a ton of fun, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm actually not sure where it's going to go, to be honest. Mine colonies seems like it's going to be very interesting. It's the first time I'm messing with this, but as long as we learn to place buildings correctly, then yeah, I think it's going to be a blast. Anyways, that is going to do us for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.